This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus with another commentary about life, and just want to do a little short rant about tradition. This came up because let's flash back about close to a month ago now. I'm in this dollar store that's near my job, and I'm going to buy, I forget what it was that I was going to get, probably like a snack or something like that before I head into work. And I'm walking in the store, and I notice there's the Halloween section, and there's a bunch of Halloween candy, but right next to that Halloween candy there's Christmas stuff. And I'm like, I stop and I'm like, pause. What? It's early middle October. Why do we have Christmas stuff out? What's going on? So flash later in that week, I go to the drugstore around my way, and well, not later that week, but later that the month of October. Sorry. And I go to the drugstore around my way, and the entire shelves are filled with Christmas stuff. Halloween hasn't arrived yet. There's no Halloween candy out there. No, it was Halloween Day I went, now that I think of it. There's no Halloween candy. It's like, wait, you guys have done the switch over to Christmas completely on the day of Halloween, the day that people might want to come in and buy candy for trick-or-treaters? What the hell is going on? And this made me realize that tradition is something that has slowly but surely eroded. And I know this is a weird way to take it, but think about this. Maybe you guys might be too young to remember this, but when it came to a retail way of looking at the holidays, there was a certain time schedule. If you actually paid attention to stores, you'd realize there was a certain set time where certain things would be put out. Say, like, for instance, Easter. You generally wouldn't see Easter candy until about 3 weeks before Easter came out. It's like clockwork. You know what I mean? Fireworks wouldn't show up until about 2-3 weeks before 4th of July in certain areas. Sometimes you can get a month at the most, unless you're like in a place like South Carolina, North Carolina, where they have like firework shops that stay open year round. But generally you broke out things within a certain time frame. Christmas stuff didn't really show up until closer to Thanksgiving or right at like Black Friday time. That's when the big Christmas push would show up, things like that. But now you notice stuff is just getting pushed out earlier and earlier. They're getting you fixed for the big sales push in retail. Like Amazon's doing this whole it's Black Friday in November thing where every day there's a Black Friday deal, because they're getting you set up for Christmas, early. Now I know some of that has to do with the economy as far as retail is concerned. Everybody's trying to get as much money as early as possible, get people while they have the money on them, things like that, because the economy, even though it's stabilizing, there's still people out there who would probably need to look for deals earlier because they may not have the funds later and things like that. Things aren't perfect in this country, to say the least, and let's not go there because that'll be another tangent. But that's just one way, like tradition. You look at schools. I feel like kids get out of school more. I feel like they have changed the tradition of trying to maintain a certain amount of days in school, and they're allowing kids to get a lot more off days. Whereas also, I know around here, grade point average used to mean a lot. If you didn't have that 2.0 grade point average, you weren't going anywhere. Now they're willing to be a little more flexible. I've seen people say they've gotten out of school like 1.7s and things like that. It's like as long as you hover around that mark, you're okay. And this is like, traditionally speaking, you had to be a better student. You had to be at least an average student. Now you don't have to be average. What's going on? And those are just some of the things, but there's other traditions out there, I'm sure, that have been changing. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had things that you're used to seeing that you don't see happen anymore. And it's kind of crazy because some of that stuff, I feel like, you know, there was an importance to it. Like, I felt like, again, going back to the retail thing, I think that it made sense for them not to, like, sell stuff until a certain time, because you don't want to forget other events. Like, again, Thanksgiving, that's a big thing. Halloween, why are you skipping over Halloween? I mean, you're basically rushing to this big retail event instead of, you know, honoring the calendar. I guess it's just weird. I just noticed, like, all over, like, things like that, the school thing, traditions are like slowly falling. It's kind of sad. I know things change and traditions are made to be broken, but it's just, I feel like sometimes we break the wrong traditions for the wrong reasons. But I would love to know what you guys think about traditions and whether or not you feel like some things should stand or like everything should change. I'm very curious to know you guys' opinion. Anyway, hit me up, let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.